What's up, everybody? It's Tengberg here, and I can't believe it. It's already been a year since the last time I posted, and this time I'm coming back strong. I'm ready to be consistent. I'm ready to make new, different content that makes me a little bit happier, makes me excited to film for you guys. Do I have a lot of stuff to explain? So consider hitting that subscribe button, sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee or water, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this, and enjoy the video. Alright, so where do I begin? August of 2019 was when I hit my 5-year mark at my first job, which was Walmart. I was working there in the electronics department, and that was fun, selling TVs, selling laptops, and just working with some awesome coworkers. And yeah, it was an awesome job, but I was itching for more. I was working there ever since I was a junior in high school, and I was itching for more. So October of 2019, I went for an interview to work for Hulu. You know, Hulu, the streaming service where you can stream movies and TV shows. And I was gonna be working for the call center. And I was like, yes, this is the job. I was gonna be full 40 hours, full time, making more money. The only downside was it was an hour drive from my house here, and pretty much the extra money that I made went towards gas. Funny thing, I was like, yeah, I'm making more money, but it ends up going towards gas, which, yeah, that's what my parents said, and I was like, yeah, I'll still go for it. So I went through the training, did a month full of training, and which was cool. You had to pass their exam to make it onto a team, and then your manager will help you with each and every call that you had. The only downside was it was hurting my knees for sitting for 8 hours. It was cool talking to the customers, but I had anxiety every time a call came in, because working at Walmart, I'm better face-to-face talking to someone that I can see, but talking to someone on the phone, I just get really nervous, and ended up not really working out. So November 20th, 2019, I ended up quitting that job, which is a month and a half. So then for the next 2 weeks of that, I was just sitting at home looking for more jobs. And as you can see, I'm really into cars. So I was thinking, oh, I would want to work at the dealership. And my dad said, Andrew, you don't want to be a salesman because they have to make commission, and you're pressured to sell cars and talk to the customers on pushing them to buy said car. And so I ended up finding a job at Kia, working as a lot attendant, which I love driving cars and washing cars. So I was like, yes, this is the job for me. So I ended up getting the job. I started that December, I think it was 3rd or 4th of 2019, and the first 2 days were cool, learning the ropes, see where everything's at, and moving around the cars. And every time a salesman would sell a car, I would take it and bring it to the detail bay, get all the stickers off, you know, the sales sticker with all the prices, and shine up the wheels. And then after I detail it, I would gas it up, and there you go. But the only thing was, I like washing my own car, and once you're done, you're done. But after this, it's like one after another, and you work 6-8 hours, and you barely get a break. So that was really hard on my legs, because I rarely sat down, and it was just crazy. I only lasted 6 days for that job. I got the job December 3rd and quit December 9th. So when I was sitting there at home, December 9th till Christmas, I said, I really need a change in my life. So I ended up contacting my aunt. I said, hey aunt, is there any chance I can move out there? And which she lives in Lake Havasu, which is only 3 hours from here. She said, yeah, sure. She texted my mom. She said, are you sure you want Andrew to move out here? And my mom said, he's an adult, he can do whatever he wants. So I ended up moving out there I think it was December 21st, a few days before Christmas. And my family goes up there for Christmas anyways, so I knew I was going to see them. So I moved out there, got my stuff all situated, spent the Christmas with my family, And then after Christmas through New Year's, I kept looking for a job. No hits out there in Havasu. Havasu, if you guys don't know, is a really small town, and it's really hard to come by jobs. But I've been going there ever since I was little, so I know where everything's at in that town. I put some applications out. Surprising or not, the only place that wanted to interview me was, you guys aren't gonna get this, Walmart. Yeah, the Walmart out there in Lake Havasu wanted to interview me. And the position I was going for was the online grocery pickup. As you guys can see, it's really busy right now because of the whole pandemic that's going on. So I went for the interview. They said, how long have you been for Walmart? I said, well, that I was there from August 14 to October of 19, and I was working in electronics, selling the TVs. They said, why do you want to come back? I said, well, there's really no jobs out here right now, and if I end up not getting a job in a month or so, I'm gonna have to move back home with my parents, and I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to try to make it on my own and say I've done it. And so what they did was they ended up hiring me because I had experience working with customers and working on the sales floor and everything for online grocery. And that was cool. Walking around the whole store getting everybody's groceries. I ended up lasting that job for 6 weeks. The main reason why I only lasted 6 weeks for that job was because of an illness that I ended up getting out of nowhere. I almost basically died. So I don't remember the exact name of this illness, but I'll pop it up here on the screen so you can see the definition. The main problem was my spleen was fighting against my red blood cells, which was making me turn yellow, basically like Homer Simpson or Bart Simpson. And I was very weak. I wasn't really eating. I was thirsty all the time. I was getting night sweats. And it was pretty crazy. My parents were in the medical field, ended up coming out to visit, and they noticed it. They said, Andrew, your eyes are yellow, and my gums were pale. So they said, hey, you should come back down with us. We know doctors that can help you out. That was actually on St. Patrick's Day. We went to the ER out there in Havasu. The doctor said, yeah, you need to get admitted. You're very bad. I need a blood transfusion. I ended up going back down with my parents, and we went to go see the doctor the next day, which was March of 18. He said, you need to get admitted right now. You're really bad. When he was checking me out, they were testing my blood. They were drawing my blood. I ended up passing out, and they had to give me IV fluid to get my senses back, and it was crazy. I was seizing. I was like that. It was crazy scary. And then March of 19, my mom was at work. My dad was upstairs sleeping because he had to work that night, and I almost passed out again. So I called my mom. She rushed home, and I went to my dad's ER, and they admitted me, and my blood levels kept going down. My hemoglobin keep going down. So the lowest I was at was 4.5. Normal for guys is 15 to 17, and I was at 4.5, which is crazy low. I was scared. I was crying. I was like, I don't want to die. And they ended up, what ended up happening was they tested my blood. They had to send it out. It took 24 hours to come back. They ended up putting antibodies in my blood type. They gave it to me very slow. It took 4 hours for one bag. In total, I ended up getting 3 blood transfusions, which was crazy. It felt weird, feeling the blood go back to my body. I ended up being in the hospital from March of 2019 to March of 23. I called my manager March 25th, who was in Havasu. I said, hey boss, I don't know when I'm going to be fully better, because I had to take prednisone, which is a high steroid. I was taking 60 milligrams of prednisone, and I didn't know when I was going to be fully better to come back to Havasu and work again. So I would say for the next 3 months, when the whole pandemic started, I was stuck at home, getting better, slowly getting better. I would say July 20th of 2020 is when my doctor gave me the green light that I'm fully healed. I'm back to normal after taking prednisone and different type of meds and checking my blood every 2-3 weeks at the doctor's office. So I would say in June of 20, I was starting to look for a job again because I knew I was almost healed. I was only taking 20 milligrams of prednisone, and so I started looking for jobs. No one was really hiring because of the whole pandemic, and I ended up going back to my old job, Walmart, and they were actually hiring back at my old department. So I went in for an interview and they actually hired me, which was cool. So I've been there since June of 20th, and now it's September, and I'm happy because I got a job during this pandemic, and I'm fully healed again, and I'm loving life, and everything's good. Long story short, that's what happened to me this past year, going from quitting my job of 5 years to finding a new job. 2 days after that job, I ended up wrecking my Dodge Dart, which after this video, the next video that I'll post will be a transformation video of my Dodge Dart going from stock to where I had it. And I know I promised you guys little videos here and there of me modifying it, but I ended up not having time with my work schedule and everything. So the next video that I'll post will be the whole transformation of the Dodge Dart. And then ended up quitting that job, getting another job at Kia, ended up quitting that job, moved out to Havasu, ended up getting sick, and then ended up moving back home with my parents, where I'm here now. If you're still here, thank you very much. End up hitting that subscribe button to help out the channel, and I'm anxious and excited to start posting again. I will be posting once a week, every week, until I start getting more traction on here on the platform we call YouTube, and then I will be posting every other day with more and more content. So thank you very much for sitting here listening to my year story of why I haven't been posting on YouTube, and I will see you guys in a week with the Dodge Dart video, and you guys have a great day.